Guys, I don't understand why this is so difficult for you. What's going on? The kids are absolutely smashing it. They've won 4 games of their Champions League and you can't even take a point. That changes today. Surely a point isn't too much to ask. Come on. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Grindavik on The Impossible Dream. It is Season 6, Episode 9 today. It is our last chance for points realistically in the Champions League. We are going to Leuven, the Belgian side, and then we will be hosting Real Sociedad, the Spanish side. And, well, if we can just be more like the kids, then we'd be doing just fine. They are sitting 6th in their table. Yes, they've played a game more than some teams there, but they have 13 points from their 5 games, 4 wins and a draw. They are absolutely going to town on Europe. It's brilliant, brilliant, brilliant to see. So, like I say, hopefully we can start channeling them a little bit more and just get a point. I just don't want to finish bottom of this group. Pointless. Anyway, there is one game to catch you up on before we get to things. That was in the Champions League away to Borussia Dortmund. It's a big stadium, isn't it? It's a good team. Let's see what happened to us. Andreasen gave us the lead. Dortmund pulled level. And then went ahead moments later. Before adding a third in first half stoppage time. But we hit back immediately through Gary Turpinson. Oh, this honestly could have gone a different way right before their penalty, which was a stupid foul from Bakali. Just stupid. The guy was going nowhere. He was behind him. It's just like he just tripped him over just for a laugh. Like it was so bad. But literally seconds before that, Cisse missed an absolute sitter to make it 2-2. So yes, Turpinson got back, got the goal back straight away, but it could so easily have been 2-2 going into half time. If you take out the penalty and then our response to that. Yeah, and then you never know what happens from there. But we were massively outplayed. They had, they had lots and lots more chances than we did. But as far as away to Dortmund in the Champions League goes, it was difficult not to be happy with it, to be honest. So there we go. That was that. If we go and have a look at how the table stands for us coming into it, it's not great. You can see, Dortmund not having a great campaign themselves, but if you keep scrolling down and down and down and down, there we are there. There are 3 teams without a point, and Leuven only have 2. So there's got to be a chance. They've taken a draw home to Munich and a point away to Dinamo Zagreb. So, yeah, maybe we can channel our inner Bayern Munich, which I'm sure there is a little bit, and try and take a 0-0 out of them here. But anyway, let's go and have a look and see what we're doing. And we are expecting them to be a 3-4-3, a 3-4-2-1. I'm not quite sure how you describe that formation, but there it is there. And this is a team we're sending out. We're trying to be a little bit more aggressive in this one. So Andreasen's in goal. Koller in for the suspended Jan Yu, who is just a yellow card machine. And we're going to have to look at replacing him. I think he just is getting way too many bookings. So Koller comes in with Axe, Chambwala and Matheson, still trying to find a centre-back duo that just kind of works for us in Europe. Antonio, then Bakali and Capiello, harsh on Turpinson, but I'm just going for a little bit more sort of on the board talent as opposed to breaking up play talent in this one. Cisse and Hutch will be the wide players. Gadini will go up top, and the bench is there. It's a talented one. So let's see if we can get through this game. All right, so we can see the team sheets there. I don't recognize any names, I don't think. Is that a Icelandic player? What a Judas. Judason. All right, what do we say to this? Go out there and enjoy yourselves. I think we've maybe just got to do with that, take a bit of pressure off. That's what I did against Dortmund, and defensively, maybe we weren't great, but we certainly looked more relaxed going forward. Certainly, Cisse was very relaxed in front of goal. Honestly, there's not very often that I'll sort of be sitting here playing it and, you'll be like, yeah, like I do when I'm recording. But it was genuinely like a jump up and what were you doing? It was horrid. It was, he was in on goal, just like 45-degree angle and just put it straight past the post. It was so disappointing. Anyway, let's not dwell on what has been. Let's look forward to this one. And yeah, I mean, it will be really, really disappointing. Oh, Belgium roof watch. That's a good look for a roof, isn't it? No rust there. That actually looks like a quite shiny stadium. No doubt their Champions League money is being put to good use here. I am wondering if we want to try and maybe, I'm already thinking I want to do this, is look for overlaps. And maybe even we do want to attack in wide areas this game, because the middle of the park is pretty much blocked up. Here we go, Bakali with a corner. Can he find the axe? He can. He could find the back of the net against Dortmund. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it here. And arguably, this is the one that might actually lead to something for us. Bakali for Matheson. It's good to have a right back in the team again. Cisse gets it in. It's headed away. Cappiello, no, can't quite get to it. We are putting pressure on them, as you can see. Bakali wins it back. Nicely done. In for Gadini. Gadini goes wide, beats his man. Can he get a ball back? There's no one with him. Somebody go and help the man. And Cambuala keeps it in, and we go again. This is a nice little spell from us. Can we make it count, though, on the scoreboard? Here we go with Hutchinson. Hutchinson, ball in. It's Gadini! And it's a 38th goal of the season. And Hutchinson, it's always a line ball between him and Rocky as to who plays out there. We've gone with Hutchinson, and he's wrapped the left foot around that one. And Gadini in front of goal. He's Houdini, isn't he? I think maybe Goldini is more accurate. But anyway, enough puns. It is 1-0. And we have a lead for the first time in the Champions League. Can we double it? Hutchinson over a free kick. He is a decent free kick taker. And that is roof of the net. All right. Rennes are in the... Because we took a point off Rennes last year as well. Now, I'm assuming that there's no parachuting in this league. The Champions League now. That is an assumption, as Midtjylland have taken a lead. So that is one of the pointless teams. So we don't need them doing anything, because they would go ahead of us in the table. Leuven themselves, I mean, it is very much two bald men fighting over a comb in the Champions League, this one. So, you'd rather have a comb than not, really. Bakali, no, can't quite get near him. And they start pinging it around, but we win it back nicely. Good pressure on the ball. Bakali, that wasn't a great pass, was it? Just rushing it a little bit, perhaps. Oh, there's a good ball. Matheson, can he get back? Can he get back? Can we get back? Oh no, and it's 1-1. And Matheson just got caught out, didn't he? Poor Steinson. Oh, he's hit the post, and it's just unlucky, isn't it? It could have gone anywhere. And it's fallen straight to the Belgian player. Let's give them some encouragement. And we've seen enough in this first half to think, as Midtjylland are 3-2 down now, we've seen enough there to think that we could go on with this. We'll continue to play without pressure on us. And, well, yeah, we just need that killer instinct in front of goal, perhaps. Bakali's not having a great... Only a 6-4 is the rating. And we've got, what do we got here? An attacking throw. Gadini to Cappiello. Cappiello chips it in towards Cisse. And it is claimed by their goalkeeper. Is that the highlights? They lump it forward. We've got some big boys at the back that can win those all day. Cisse. No, Matheson picks up a loose pass. What can he do with it now? That's not what was needed there, mate. But we put pressure on and won it back. Antonio to Cappiello to Gadini. Gadini's in again! And Gadini scores again. A 39th of the season. He is ridiculous. What a striker he is. And it does make you wonder, when the January transfer window opens, are we going to get a bid that we just have to say yes to? He is just... absolute money in front of goal. We've told them to focus. We don't need any quick goals coming back the other way. And, well, let's give them some praise now. Can we see this out? Of course, I was talking about it in the Carabao game. It's massive money just to win one game. Never mind, if we had got the Carabao one. It's 2.5 million, I think, for each game you win. So we're gonna, it's a highlight, and it looks like we're attacking. Hutchinson over a free kick. Can he find a teammate there? It's knocked down, cleaned up by the goalkeeper, and there is about what, 90 seconds to go. No, 2.5 minutes, so it's a little bit more than 90 seconds. 150 seconds. Cappiello gets it wide for Cisse. Cisse's in behind. Gadini and Hutchinson are there. Gadini's there! And Gadini has a hat-trick! It's his 40th goal of the season. He is absolutely ridiculous. We're going to be voting for Viewers Player of the Year today. I don't even think we need to do a vote, to be honest. If it's anybody else, I will be absolutely shocked. 40 goals, and he scored so many in Europe as well. It's not like he's just banging them in the league. He scored 14 league goals. He's banging them in Europe as well. And 3-1. It is points of victory in the Champions League. That is huge. Gadini hat-trick. And, that should just be on a shirt, shouldn't it? Gadini hat-trick. It's all he does. And with that, we go to 32nd in the table, ahead of Leuven. Two teams there have also got 0 points, and the goal difference is only -3. Now, you know what? That's not terrible. You know, it could have been so much worse. And, if we go up and have a look at the top, we've got to play Manchester City yet. That's not what I'm looking forward to. But other than that, who have we got next? We've got Real Sociedad. I mean, they're down there in 21st. If we beat them, we'll go ahead of them. Could we get out of this group yet? And it is £2.4 million for winning that game. I mean, that Carabao game at home as well. If we'd won that 6 points, maybe we could have been a chance of progressing. But anyway, the Andreasen brothers are being looked at for the national team. But I will see you momentarily to play Real Sociedad. And could we do 2 from 2 in Europe? All right, it is time to vote on your Viewers Player of the Year. Now, the way that we've worked this is everybody who nominated. Thank you, everybody who did. We had, obviously, multiple nominations. So I've taken anyone who had more than one. And then to make up the difference, to get the 4 nominees, it's the highest average match rating. So in alphabetical order, the first man is Flavio Cappiello. 8 goals, 16 assists, and an average match rating of 7.39. The second man is Redmond Dyche. 11 goals for him in his first year at the club, 1 assist and an average match rating of 7.65. It's that man, Fausto Gadini, 40 goals and counting, 4 assists and an average match rating of 7.95. And the final man is Hutchinson, Omari Hutchinson, 5 goals, 15 assists and an average match rating of 7.57. So the way this works, as usual, is there'll be a link down the top of the description below. Click on that. It'll take you through to a straw poll. Vote for who you think has been our best player this season or your favourite player this season, and we'll announce the winner at next episode's end of season awards. Okay, welcome back. We are getting ready to take on Real Sociedad, but the season in-game has ticked over from one to the next, so a few things to catch you up on. First of all is released players. Now, there's 1 or 2 names here that'll be familiar. The backup goalkeeper that didn't really ever need to play in the end, he's been released. The one player we did see, an academy graduate, was Pordatson. I just don't know what he is. He can't pass. He can't really jump. So he's not a defender. He's not really a midfielder. So hopefully he'll go off, find himself a club and become something. The other player was just backup goalkeepers that have left. And the right back that I briefly thought about trying to make into an actual footballer but gave up on. So he's been released as well. Now, also some end of league season awards. Now, outrageously, I didn't win Manager of the Year, so that is obviously disappointing. But what we did win, Player of the Year, was Omari Hutchinson. So that's 4 years in a row now that we've won that as a club. And the other award was Young Player of the Year, Gadini. So 8 appearances, 14 goals, not a bad return. And for whatever reason, that wasn't good enough. But Bergson won it the last 2 years, who of course is now with us. So technically, we've won it the last 4 years there. A Grindavik player has won it the last 4 years. In terms of Team of the Year, there were 4 Grindavik players. The goalkeeper, Andreasen, I think that's a bit of a no-brainer. Bergson at centre-back. Then we had Cappiello in midfield and Hutchinson out wide right there on the left, which is, again, just about fair enough. So, yeah, that is the league season wrapped up. Let's go and get some European football, though. And we're expecting a 4-4-2 out of Real Sociedad. And this is the team we're sending out. Andreasen in goal. Jan Yu is back from suspension with the Axe, Cambuala, and Matheson as the back 4. Antonio, we're going to go with Bocali, and Cappiello in midfield. Cisse and Hutchinson will be the wide players. Hutchinson, we may not get 90 minutes out of him. He was injured just sort of after the last game, playing in a friendly, out for 6 days to a week, I think. So this is sort of the 7th day, I think. Gadini will obviously go up top. his 40 goals are in the past now. Let's see what he can start adding up towards this season. All right, so we can see their team there. Nick Van Dijk sounds a little bit like the rip-off of Virgil, doesn't it? What if it must be a brother, surely. How many Van Dijks are there, I wonder? But yeah, there's a few names there that look familiar. But let's go and see what we can do here. No one expects us to get a result. There's no pressure on you here. Yeah, I mean, our last home game is against RB Leipzig. Oh, it looks like a bit of a waterlogged pitch as well. So RB Leipzig is our last home game, which is the last game of the group stage. We've obviously got this game today, and then the other game is away to Manchester City, where I don't think we should be expecting too much. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this goes. At home, I always like to think we're a chance. I mean, that pitch looks unplayable. It's yeah, maybe our short passing game isn't going to quite work as expected here, but we'll see how we go. Yeah, Bakali's been a little bit disappointing as Roof Watch returns Iceland edition, so I think we compare not too favourably to the Belgian Roof there. I think he does need a little bit of time to develop. I'm assuming moving from Melbourne to Grindavik is a little bit of a culture shock, so we'll give him time to adapt and see how he can do. We've got some work to do here. Kabwala gets it free. Here we go. Jose Antonio has got a good pass, and he's got Gadini through the middle. He just about finds him. It finds his way through to Cappiello. Back in the middle. Oh, he goes himself. There was a tricky pass, and to be fair to him, he drew a save. And now we've got a corner, and can we do something with it? Matheson knocks it in. Decent one. The goalkeeper fell down, and unfortunately, we couldn't find the back of the net. But a promising start there. Hutchinson is already looking a little tired for my liking. I do have Rocky on the bench, yeah, so we'll probably look to bring him on second half. Another free kick. That is straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. And was that the highlight, or are we going to continue on here? Axe gets it wide there for Jan Yu. Forward we go. Antonio for Bokali. To Cappiello for Gadini. Gadini does really well. Gadini's in. Gadini from a tight angle. Needed support, didn't he? But again, promising stuff. All we've really seen from them so far is a couple of free kicks. Matheson with another corner. Can we make this one count? No. Cappiello gets there first, though. It's wide for Matheson. Matheson. It gets a back post. Oh, and Hutchinson's header straight into the goalkeeper's hands. And the highlight continues, does it? It does, and we're getting Axe drawn out of position there, and this is dangerous now. Ball forward, and we can't get back, but Andreasen is there. It's gone well, hasn't it? We've looked at least their equals, which is an awesome thing to be able to say against a Spanish side in the Champions League, as I think Ava would like to come in, if someone can please stop that. Let's see what we can do here. What do we say to this? Well done. No, I think we've just got to keep going. There's nothing to lose. And I'll just go and see what Ava wants. I'm assuming Mum is out there somewhere. All right, so everything is under control out there, I think. Gadini over a free kick. And, oh, Gadini! What a free kick it is! What a start to the second half. It is insane. How far out is that? He's taken it from downtown Reykjavik, and he's put it in the top corner. 1-0. We are beating Real Sociedad, and what a start to the second half. That is incredible. Surely that is a goal of the season contender. All right, let's see what we can do here now. Bakali gets a block in. And, oh dear, they've picked us apart again. Can we get back? It's over the top. We've got a little bit of that problem, and I'm sure it's going to be worse when I go to edit on a smaller screen of the ball blending into the pitch, don't we? Cappiello. Cappiello's done well. Cappiello, Gadini's offside, surely. Goalkeeper makes the save anyway. And Cappiello will take the corner. So he must have been onside. That's a big chance. Cappiello chips it in. Back post. Oh, that looked a decent chance if we could have got onto the end of that flick on, but not to be. Matheson with a throw. This is doing this game is making me think, what on earth happened against Qarabag? Jose Antonio gets it wide. Matheson. Matheson for Kambwala. Matheson again. Kambwala. And still we go. Bakali with a good ball. Oh, Gadini. He's rattled the crossbar from 47 yards. And another highlight. if we can get a second goal, you'd make us favourites here, but... Well, as long as it's only 1-0, there's still a chance, and Axe is off. Oh, dear. We were dominating the game, and the captain has stuck a leg out and got himself sent off. All right, what do we do? I think he's looking nervous, though, so maybe Bergson will go with the better player. But who comes off? Bakali is again not having a great game, so it maybe makes sense to take him off. Sulikvatsi can come on. He can be a ball-playing centre-back for us. And we've got a free kick to defend. The last thing we want is that to go in, and Andreasen makes a huge save. Focus, boys. Focus, focus, focus. Let's get this away. It is away. Can Capiello stop the ball coming back in? He can't. Oh. We've seen, haven't we? The second ball is sometimes the one that hurts us. Genu has got another booking. We're going to have to replace him. He just gets booked far, far too often. And, Antonio's done well there. Here we go. Gadini. Could he have launched? Just sucked him into a tackle. Get to 10 on 10. Genu does well. But Hutchinson loses out. The last thing we want is Genu to get sent off, isn't it? Oh, Cho is in. They're in, and they've scored, and it's offside. Thank you, linesman. All right, let's praise them. Let's try and build the confidence here a little bit. We're getting towards the end. Hutchinson, I forgot to take you off. You're absolutely destroyed, aren't you? So let's get Rocky on for him. Yeah, that's fine. Ideally as an inside forward or inverted winger, but that's fine. Whatever you want to do out there. Gen Menu. Here we go. Rocky to Gen Menu to Capiello. Can we get the clinching goal? Antonio goes back to Sulukvadzi. He gets it forward for Gadini. Gadini's in. Oh, and the goalkeeper's there again. 90th minute even now. Capiello. Can he find a Grindavik head in there? Axe is usually the main man from their set pieces. He's not on the field. Capiello, back post. It's headed away. And that is that. Let's go and close this thing down. We've got really... I mean, I say we've got massive amounts to lose. But it's time, isn't it? We've just got to try and see this out now. So... yeah, anything else we want to do here? Let's drop off a bit more. Let's maybe... I don't like doing it, but I think we need to, don't we? And you know what else? Should we let them have it short? And just try and make it difficult for them when they get a little bit further forward. We just need you to be defensive fullbacks, please. And we just need to cross everything and hope we can see out these last 2 or 3 minutes here. Focus, boys. Focus. Oh, we've done it! We have beaten Real Sociedad. We have won 2 games in Europe in a year. We've done it with 10 men. And, well, that was brilliant. So a stunning strike from Gadini is enough to get us past them. And suddenly we're 23rd in the table. If we'd beaten Karabag, I'm going to keep coming back to it. If we'd beaten Karabag like we should have, 9 points are up there in 14th. Then we're looking good to get out of the group. Now, it's at the top 24. Who gets out of this group? Let's check that. So Andreasen is going to miss a game. We've got another 2.4. It's been a very, very profitable episode for us, hasn't it? 4.8 million pounds we put in the bank this episode. It was a stunning strike from Gadini. There is just no way around it. And all right, now let's have a quick look at how many teams, I should say, get through this. Okay, so it goes down to 24th. 24th gets you out of the league. Now, it's going to be behind my head here, isn't it? So let's go to this screen. 24th gets you out of the league. We are currently 23rd. And, well, the good thing is that we're not going to finish bottom. There's 2 games to go. Not all these teams are going to get to 6 points, are they? So that is magnificent. We have got, as I say, we've got Manchester City and RB Leipzig. RB Leipzig only have 9 points themselves. Real Madrid only have 9 points. Manchester City have won their 6th game, so let's not bank too much on that. If we had 9 points now, if we'd beaten freaking Karabag, what could we have done? But anyway, guys, that will be that. Don't forget to go and vote for your Viewers Player of the Year. We'll announce the winner for that next episode after we face RB Leipzig. There could be something riding on the game in terms of getting out of the Champions League group, which would be fantastic. Completely unexpected, but fantastic. But what an episode. 2 wins. Unbelievable. Take care.